last call for registration, last call to get yourself signed up. If you're not making your way over to the window, you're not going to make it. Once again, tonight's parade lap, July birthdays only. July birthdays for tonight's parade lap. Registration is closed. Registration is closed. We'll get our flag carriers out to that first obstacle. Celebrating July birthdays tonight for our parade lap. The lucky lady leading the parade lap will be Emma Bratzel, the birthday girl of the night. You can't look like that on your birthday, girl. I heard she's got cupcakes and cookies and all the above. Mom brought everything. And if she didn't, we'll have her go to the store. No, you can't look like that on a birthday either. That's not fair. Alrighty, looks like we got our flag carriers out at that first obstacle. Now is the time we pay tribute to all the men and women of our armed services, both past and present. If everyone could please rise, remove your ball caps, and face the flag proudly flying at the south end of the arena over all our events here at Rum River BMX. Here's today's parade lap and your national anthem. open up third and fourth straight to balance bike warm-ups. Motos are posted. Check those out at rumriverbmx.com. I would say click on the Live Motos tab on the top right, but it's not lighting up green. But the motos are posted. Any corrections, get yourself on up to registration. All right, for anyone that closes all their internet tabs and couldn't get into the live motos, the button is green now, so you can click on the button and double check. I never closed my tabs, so it stayed open. But double check those motos. Any corrections, get yourself on up to registration. And don't close the tab. It'll work next time. going to bring balance bike warm-ups to a close. We got our 4-year-old balance bikes lock-loaded, ready to go. Kicking things off, we got Ike Rob Plumley ripping on down that third straight. Looks like Ike out to an early lead in and out of the corner, coming back down that last straight. 2 and 3 up for grabs. Total points for these little tykes, so every lap matters. That's the 7:01. A Rop sitting on that 2 spot. Plumley trying to get up into the mix, taking a run at her, but Ike going to bring it on home. He's going to get the low score in round number 1. The 7:01 ride. A Rop going to get that 2 spot. Plumley going to round out year 3. Three-year-old balance bikes on the track. We're taking 2 straight onto the big dance. We got Doyle, Oaks, Leo, Southblue, Moore, and Ling ripping on around that last corner. Got 2 of them working their way into the corner as they bring it on back down that last straight. That's going to be the 241 ride. That's going to be Doyle riding it out for North Motors, Inc., bringing it on home, looking to get that first round transfer. The 776 battling it out, so Doyle going to get 1 spot. Leo Southbloom riding it out for Grandpa Chad. Going to get that second transfer spot. Two-year-old balance bikes on the track. 2 little tykes in this rack tonight. We got Ike and Moore. And they're ripping on down that third straight, stalling out, heading into that third corner, working their way around. I think the helmet's bigger than the kid in the bike on this one as they bring it on around. I'm thinking that's going to be Ike, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. No, that's a 276 ride. That's going to be Moore sitting on that top spot right now, coming on down that last straight. I think the visor's even bigger than that kid as he brings it on home. The 117 of Ike working her way down that last straight. But that's going to be Moore bringing it up across the table, looking to pick up that low score. He's going to get the skinny digit in round number 1. The 117 of Ike bringing it on up across that table. She's going to round out your 2 spot. Round number 2 for our 4-year-old balance bikes on the track. I got Ike, Ropp, and Plumley in this one. Ripping them on down in and out of corner number 3. That's going to be Ike sitting on that top spot. Looks like Plumley sitting on that 2 right now, trying to even up the score heading into that main event as they bring it on back down that last straight. It's all Ike right now. Ike going to bring it up across the table. He's going to pick up that skinny digit in round number 2. The 730 of Plumley going to get that 2 spot, tying up the score with Ropp heading into that main event. Second round for our 3-year-old balance bikes. Taking 3, battling it out for the lane pick as they rip it on down that third straight. Got a breakaway heading in and out of that third corner. We got Oaks, Moore, and Ling. Bring it on back down. That's the 380. That's going to be Moore sitting on that top spot right now. Back down that last straight. We got the 771 of Oaks sitting on that 2 spot. Moore bringing it on home, crossing first. We got the 771 ride of Oaks bringing it on home, crossing second. We got Ling out there in that third straight, working her way back down. Or his way back down, sorry. All the way back down. Ling going to bring it on home, crossing third. 2-year-old balance bikes back on the track. We got Ike and Moore heading into that last corner. That's going to be Ike. Moore sitting on that top spot right now. Ike heading in and out of that third corner. Working her way up the wrong way. We'll get her straightened out. Working her way back down that last straight. But it's all Moore right now. Checking out the crowd as he goes. pausing for the photo op. Checking out Mom as he goes, says, yeah, I got it, I gotta go. We're going. Moore gonna cross, picking up that skinny digit in round number 2. Ike bringing it on home. She's all smiles as she crosses the table. She's gonna cross on that 2 spot. Main event time for our 4-year-old balance bikes. This is a 255 total points race. We got Ike sitting on 2 points. Ropp and Plumley tied at 5 points apiece. So how they cross is how they're going to finish today. Working their way down. Ike sorting it out. Zigzagging through the pile, working his way. He's going to move up into that top spot. We got the 701 of Ropp on that 2, so it's going to go Ike on the top of the podium. Ropp going to get that 2 spot. Plumley bringing it on home, rounding out your podium on that 3. Three-year-old balance bike main event. 5 little tykes strong in this one. Bringing them into that third corner. We got Doyle, Oaks, Leo, Southblue, Moore, and Ling. Ripping on around back down that last straight. That's a 776. That's going to be Leo Southbloom side by side with a 380 of Moore. Battling it out as they come up across the table. The 241 of Doyle on that 3. So the 380 ride, Moore going to get the top of the podium. Leo Southbloom coming across second. The 241 ride of Doyle rounding out your podium on that 3. Two-year-old balance bike main event. This is a 2-4 total points race. We got Moore sitting on 2 points. Ike sitting on 4 as they work those little legs in and out of the full tilt turn. Looks like that's going to be Moore sitting on that top spot once again. We got Ike holding on to that 2 as they round out that last corner, back down that last straight. Seeing who's got the gas left in the tank as they work it up over those big obstacles back down that last straight. It's all Moore right now. Says, I want to finish out a perfect day of laps as I'm going to work it on down. He's heading up to that last table, checking out Dad as he works his way in. Moore going to bring it on home, pick up the 1 and the overall 1. Ike bringing it on home. She's up across the table, all smiles and determination. She's going to get the 2 and the overall 2. That's going to do it for our balance bike race in action. Riders, go ahead and listen up. This will be your riders meeting. Fans, Thursday night racing, kicking it off with our 7-8 mixed open in the gate. Gate comes down on this one. We got Cordell, Nonobu, Elvin, Olsen, Freetag, and Peterson taking two straight on into a main event, working their way in and out of that first corner, single file style, back down that second straight. That's the 243 ride. That's going to be Nonobu, Elvin, leading them in and out of corner number 2. We got the Gold Cup 3. That's going to be Cordell for Crank Lab sitting on that 2 spot. We got Bandit Colors of Peterson sitting on that 3. As they round out that last corner, single file back down that last straight. It's all Elvin in this one, looking to get a nice little break in round number 2. Elvin going to get 1 spot. Cordell locking in that second transfer. 9-10 mixed open on the track, taking 2. We got Bar Gray, Lonsky, Bergermacki, and Carlson. That's the 47 ride. That's going to be Miss Ray sitting on that top spot. She's got a whole lot of boys giving chase in this one. That's the State 5. That's going to be Barg sitting on that 2. Bergermacki trying to find a way into a transfer spot, sitting on that 3 spot. Single file back down to the stripe. Miss Ray going to lock in 1 transfer. The State 5 bringing it on home. That's Barg for that second transfer. 11-12 mixed open out there now. Taking 2. We got Firecracker, Schweiger, Barron, Lanigan, Bratzel, and Garski. Garski leading them in and out of corner number 2. We got the 315 of Barron for Prodigy sitting on that 2 spot. The Firecracker trying to find a way around into a transfer spot. Everybody looking to pick up that break in round number 2. Garski going to get 1 spot. Schweigert trying to make the pass down that last straight. She's going to get there, locking in that second transfer out of moto number 6. Moto number 7, 7-8 open. We got Slingshot, Stopka, Simmons, and El Papi Ortiz. That's going to be El Papi Ortiz leading the charge in and out of corner number 2. We got the Chrome Dome of Stopka sitting on that 2 spot. Simmons sitting on that 3. Tire to tire back down that last straight. These guys got to rip it all 3 rounds. Low score counts. Ortiz going to get that skinny digit in round number 1. Stopka sitting down, holding on to that 2. Simmons going to get that 3. 9-10 open on the track, taking 2. We got Bratzel, the papa of the birthday girl tonight. Simmons, Easy, Escalona, and Peterson. Bratzel going to lead him in and out of that last corner. Simmons right on his back pocket, heading on down that last straight. Bratzel going to lock in 1 transfer. Simmons going to get that second one. 3640 Young Lady Cruiser on the track. We got Kim Possible, Farley, Mings, Miller, Engberg, and Bleesy. We're going to take 2 of these riders. That's going to be Kim Possible sitting on that top spot. Engberg sitting on that 2. Rounding out that last corner, it's all Kim Possible for Factory Carbone Cartel. She's going to lock in 1 transfer. Engberg for the Bandits bringing it on home, locking in that second transfer spot. Doing a little moto roulette tonight. We got 1720 Cruiser on the track right now. Moto number 11. We got Tater Tot, Bolin, Llewell, and the Atomic Kennedy. That's going to be Kennedy for FXR Dance Comp, airing it out on that top spot. We got the 20 ride. That's going to be Llewell sitting on that 2. Tater Tot for Black Widow, rounding out your 3 as they head in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all Kennedy right now. He's going to pick up that low score in round number 1. The 20 ride of Llewell going to get that 2 spot. Bolin rounding out your 3. 3640 Cruiser on the track, taking 2. We got Ridgeline, Chris Simon, McAllister, Bleesy, and Boker. That's got to be the Ridgeline sitting on that top spot. We got Bleesy sitting on that 2 spot. Boker not answering the call in round number 1, bringing him on back down that last straight. Apparently the Ridgeline has a little gas. He's going to get 1 spot. Bleesy locking in that second transfer. Rolling back to moto number 10 on the track. 9-year-old Cruiser. We're going to take 3 out of this rack. We got Peterson, Engberg, Mr. Ray, Easy E, Escalona, Biggie Chamberlain, and the Smoke Bleesy. That's got to be Peterson sitting on that top spot. He's got Easy E right on his back pocket. We got the orange bike of Mr. Ray sitting on that 3. So it's going to go down to the stripe. Peterson locking in 1 spot. Escalona and Mr. Ray locking in that 3rd transfer. 5 and under novice on the track, taking 4 out of this rack straight on into a main event. We got Simmons, Ropp, McGraw, Locke and Trejo, Engberg, Prince, and Escalona. That's the 39 ride. That's going to be Simmons sitting on that top spot. We got the 24 ride. That's going to be Engberg sitting on that 2. The 884 Atrejo sitting on that 3. Escalona sitting on that 4 spot. It's our Weebles and Wobbles on the track trying to keep it upright as they use it line to line back down that last straight. It's all Simmons right now. She's going to bring it on down to the stripe, locking in one spot. Engberg going to lock in a spot. Trejo getting one. And the 46 ride of Escalona locking in that 4th transfer out of moto number 13. Moto number 14 on the track now, 6-year-old novice. Total points racing in this one. We got Olsen, McGowan, and Weigeren. That's a 191 ride. That's going to be Weigeren sitting on that top spot right now. Rounding out corner number 2, we got the 506 of Olsen sitting on that 2 spot. McGowan for Bent Rim sitting on that 3, taking them single file in and out of the full tilt turn. Trying to pump those little pedals along. Everybody's hot. Everybody's getting tired already in round number 1. But it's all Weigeren right now. Back down to the stripe. Weigeren going to pick up that skinny digit. Olsen going to get that 2 spot. McGowan going to get that 3. 7-year-old novice out there. We got Bartheld, Carlson, and Shore. Another total points race. That's a 506 ride. That's Carlson sitting on that top spot. Bartheld sitting on that 2 spot. The 341 ride. Shore riding it out for mom and dad. Sitting on that 3. But it's all the 506 right now. Carlson riding it out for Dad and Ashley, bringing it on down that last straight. Carlson going to pick up that skinny digit. The 167 ride of Barthild for Barthild small engine getting that 2. Shore going to get that 3. 9-year-old novice out there now. We got Patno, Jensen, Wolverton, and Lonsky. Lonsky leading them in and out of that last corner, back down that last straight. We got Dingman's colors. That's going to be Patno sitting on that 2 spot, taking them single file, taking 2. It's all Lonsky going to lock in 1 transfer. The 36 ride of Patno going to get that second one. 12-year-old novice on the track. We got Carlson, Hazelton, and Schaefer. 244 ride of Schaefer for level up, sitting on that top spot. Carlson sitting on that 2. Hazelton sitting on that 3, riding it out. We got Dad and Ashley, Dad and Level Up, all ripping around the track right now. Back down that last straight. Schaefer going to pick up that skinny digit in round number 1. The 505 ride of Carlson going to get that 2. The 79 ride of Hazelton rounding out year 3. 13-year-old novice out there. We got Lonsky, Olsen, and Jessen in this one. Jessen sitting on that top spot right now. Heading on down that 3rd straight. We got Olsen sitting on that 2 spot. Lonsky sitting on that 3. Taking them single file back down to the stripe. Jessen going to pick up that low score for Bent Rim. The 530 ride. Olsen going to get that 2 spot. Lonsky for Mommy O and Daddy O rounding out year 3. 26 to 35 novice out there now taking 2. We got Wolverton, Foster, Austin, and Bleasy. That's going to be Austin sitting on that top spot in and out of corner number 3. Wolverton right on his hip pocket, bringing him on back down to the stripe. It's going to go Austin and Wolverton locking in our 2 transfer spots. 41-45 novice out there now. We got Fast Graham, Zamora, Copper, Cowboy, Grott, and Berkey. That's going to be the bright sleeves of Berkey ripping on down that 3rd straight, sitting on that top spot. We got Fast Graham sitting on that 2. That's going to be the Copper Cowboy riding it out for his wife, or did she make you do it? Heading on that 3 spot, so that's going to be Berkey with the low score. Fast Graham's going to get that 2 spot. Grott going to get that 3. 6-year-old intermediate out there now taking 2. We got Peterson, Bug Mings, Casey Ray Mings, Freetag, and Mogensen. That's going to be Casey Ray sitting on that top spot, sporting the national age group number 11 for Factory Rip. In and out of that 3rd corner, looking to pick up a nice little break. Sister Bug Ming sitting on that 2. Casey Ray going to lock in 1 transfer spot. The State 9 ride of Bug Ming's going to pick up that 2nd transfer out of Moto 21. 22 out there now, 7-year-old intermediate. We got Peterson, McGowan, Rakuski, Marika Farley, and Altenwig. Altenwig leading them on down that 3rd straight for Dingman's in and out of corner number 3. We got Peterson sitting on that 2 spot. Marika Farley trying to find a way up into a transfer spot as they head on down to the stripe. It's going to go down with Altenwig and Peterson locking in those 2 transfers. 8-year-old intermediate out there now taking 2. We got Mr. E, Acupina, Schutte, Cordell, and Nonobu Elvin. That's a 243 ride. That's going to be Nonobu Elvin sitting on that top spot. We got the Gold Cup 3 of Cordell for Crank Lab right on his hip pocket, heading on down to the stripe. Elvin going to lock in one spot. Cordell going to lock in that second. 9-year-old intermediate on the track, total points racing. We got Berger, Mackey, Freeman, and Barg. That's a State 5 ride. That's going to be Barg sitting on that top spot. We got Berger, Mackey sitting on that 2. Freeman sitting on that 3. As they take it in and out of that full tilt turn, it's all Barg for Grandma and Grandpa in this one, ripping it on down, all determination. He's going to pick up that low score in round number 1. Berger Mackey going to get that 2 spot. Freeman rounding out that 3. 12-year-old intermediate on the track, taking 3. We got Patton Oderkowski, Twiz Tarnaski, the new nephew Fenzel Barron, and the Ghost Rider Cologne. In and out of that last corner, that's going to be the Ghost Rider sitting on that top spot. We got Barron sitting on that 2. It's going to go Cologne, Barron, and the 136 ride of Tarnaski. 26-35 intermediate on the track. I got Saviola, McGraw, and Cachao Simmons. Haven't seen Simmons on the track in a while. Get your autographs. The red 95 ripping it on down that last straight, but that's going to be Saviola sitting on that top spot, picking up that low score. Cachao going to get that 2 spot. McGraw going to get that 3. Welcome to the Girls Club. Starting it out with our 12-year-old young ladies. We got Lanigan, Bratzel, and Miss Ray. Whole lot of level up on these top spots, picking on the birthday girl today, but that's going to be Lanigan leading them in and out of corner number 2. We got Miss Ray sitting on that 2 spot. Bratzel, make sure you wish her a happy birthday. First day in the 12-year-old young ladies on her birthday, sitting on that 3. So Lanigan going to pick up that low score. Ray going to get that 2 spot. Bratzel bringing it on home for that 3. 13-year-old young ladies on the track. I got Garski, Firecracker, Schweigert, and Little Red McCauley. That's Ameriprise full tilt colors on that top spot. That's going to be Little Red, followed up by Garski sitting on that 2. The Firecracker sitting on that 3 spot. So it's going to go Little Red with a 1. Garski with the 2. Schweigert going to get that 3. 15-16 young ladies on the track. We got O.C. Ortiz, Shiner Bolin, and Chaotic Kendall Elan. Ameriprise full tilt colors of Chaotic Kendall sitting on that top spot in and out of corner number 2. We got Shiner Bolin for Black Widow sitting on that 2 spot. Her teammate, O.C. Ortiz, sitting on that 3. Single file in and out of the full tilt turn, back down that last straight. It's all Chaotic Kendall in this one. She's going to get that low score. Bolin going to get that 2. Ortiz going to get that 3. 17-20 young ladies on the track. We got Kim Possible, Farley, Engberg, and the Hoff Colby. That's going to be the Hoff sitting on that top spot right now. She's got Kim Possible giving chase back down that 3rd straight. Engberg for the Bandits sitting on that 3. Taking them single file in and out of the last corner, back down the last straight. It's all Colby for FXR Dan's Comp. She's going to get that low score. Kim Possible airing it out for that 2. Engberg going to get that 3. Moto number 31 on the track now. 38 motos on tap today, so second round, you should be making your way back to staging. Second round back to staging. We got Simon, Simmons, and McGraw heading in and out of that last corner. That's going to be Simmons sitting on that top spot for Embrace Orthodontics and the Black Sheep. That's going to be Simmons picking up that low score. The State 9 of McGraw holding on to that Buck and Bronco. Going to get that 2. Simon going to get that 3. 8-year-old expert on the track. I got El Papi Ortiz, Biggie Chamberlain, Slingshot, Stopka, and McGraw. That's going to be El Papi Ortiz for Black Widow sitting on that top spot. He's got the Chrome Dome and a Slingshot chasing him back down that last straight. But Ortiz and Stopka both getting transfers out of moto number 32. Moto number 33 on the track. 9-year-old expert taking 3. I got Mr. Ray, Easy Escalona, Simon, Engberg, Bubba Farley, and Peterson. That's going to be Peterson sitting on that top spot. Easy E sitting on that 2. The 11 ride of Engberg sitting on that 3 spot, taking them single file. In rhythm back down that last straight. Easy E making a run at Peterson. They're going to go to the stripe side by side, both getting a transfer spot. And Engberg going to round out your 3rd transfer out of Moto 33. 34 on the track now, 10-year-old expert. I got Albers, Rakuski, and Simmons. Simmons leading the charge down that 3rd straight. We got the Crank Lab colors of Albers sitting on that 2 spot. Rakuski sitting on that 3. Simmons going to get that low score in round number 1. Albers going to get that 2 spot. Rakuski gonna get that 3. 14-year-old expert on the track now. We got Swanson, Bowman, Llewell, and the Dirt Devil Simonson Jr. That's going to be Bowman sitting on that top spot for level up in and out of the full tilt turn. Swanson sitting on that 2 spot, bringing him back down that last straight. Bowman locking in a spot. Swanson locking in that second transfer. 15-year-old expert out there, total points racing. I got Jiggy Rant, Jewel, Pittman, and Schaefer. That's a 146 ride. That's going to be Jiggy Rant sitting on that top spot. He's got the Bandits, Pittman, giving chase in and out of the full tilt turn. Back down that last straight, Schaefer holding on to that 3. So it's going to go Jewel, Pittman, Schaefer. Moto number 37 on the track, second to last rack, round number 1. Second round should be making their way back to staging. I got Bruninger, the papa of the birthday girl, Brotzel, and the Atomic Kennedy. That's going to be Adam, the Atomic Kennedy, leading him back down that last straight. He's going to looking to pick up that low score in round number 1. He's going to get it. Bruninger going to get that 2 spot. Brotzel going to get that 3. 51-55 expert on the track. We got Pittman, Oberg, and McAllister. McAllister leading him in and out of corner number 2 for Bent Rim. We got Pittman sitting on that 2 spot. Oberg sitting on that 3. Single file style back down that last straight. Pittman trying to reel in McAllister as they go, but McAllister going to give a little style holding on for that 1. Pittman going to get that 2. Oberg going to get that 3. number 1 in the books. Round number 2, kicking it off, 7-8 mixed open. Gate comes down on this one. 3 riders left battling it out for that gate pick in round number 3. We got Olson, Freetag, and Peterson ripping them on down that first straight. Looks like the bandit colors of Peterson going to lead them in and out of corner number 1 back down that second straight. Olson and Freetag battling it out on that 2 and 3 right now. That's going to be the 178. That's going to be Freetag coming out on that 2 spot right now. It's not fair when they both wear the same helmets and they're not wearing their normal jersey, but we got Olson sitting on that 3. It's all Peterson right now. He's going to cross first, bringing him back down the 178 ride. That's Freetag leading him on back down. He's going to cross second. The 506 ride, Olson crossing third. 9-10 mixed open out there now. 3 riders left. We got Lonsky, Berger, Mackey, and Carlson. That's going to be Berger Mackey sitting on that top spot right now, leading him on back down that last straight. Still a battle on for that 2 spot. So Berger Mackey going to cross first. The 544 ride holding on. Lonsky holding on, crossing second. Carlson crossing third. 11-12 mixed open. We got Barron, Lanigan, and Bratzel. That's going to be Lanigan sitting on that top spot. Barron sitting on that 2. Bratzel sitting on that 3 spot. Working their way in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all level up in this one. Lanigan going to lead him on back down that last straight, crossing first. Prodigy colors of Barron holding on. He's going to cross second. The birthday girl of Bratzel crossing third. 7-8 open on the track. 2 riders answering the call. We got Slingshot, Stopka, and Simmons. Mr. Ortiz not answering the call in round number 2, but it's going to be the Chrome Dome of Slingshot leading them in and out of corner number 2. Simmons holding on to that 2 spot right now as they head in and out of the full tilt turn, back down that last straight, keeping them single file. It's all Stopka right now. He's going to get that skinny digit in round number 2. Simmons going to air it out for that 2 spot. 9-10 open on the track now. 2 riders left. We got Easy E, Escalona, and Peterson. Easy E airing it out into corner number 2, sitting on that top spot. Peterson says, yeah, watch this. I can air it out too. He's going to air it out, holding on to that 2 spot. Easy E going to lead him in and out of that full tilt turn. They might do some tricks coming across this table. There's Peterson, and they're all smiles. Peterson going to cross first. Escalona crossing second. That's all right. It was a good show. We got 3640 Young Lady Cruiser on the track now. We got Mings, Miller, and Bleasy. Looks like a whole lot of black sheep on those top spots. We got Bleasy sitting on that top spot. Miller sitting on that 2 on her pretty pink bike. We got Mings sitting on that 3 spot. Back down to the stripe they come. It's going to go Bleasy crossing first. Miller crossing second. Mings crossing third. Turn the page. 9-year-old Cruiser on the track. 3 riders left. We got Engberg, Biggie Chamberlain, and the Smoke Bleasy. That's going to be Engberg sitting on that top spot. Chamberlain coming around corner number 3, taking over that top spot. Says, stick a fork in him, I'm done. We're going to cross first. Engberg crossing second. Bleasy crossing on that 3. 17-20 Cruiser on the track. Back to total points. We got Tater Top, Olin, Llewell, and the Atomic Kennedy. Atomic Kennedy leading him on down that 3rd straight. Llewell sitting on that 2 spot. Tater Tot putting in some effort this round. He's sitting on that 3, so it's going to go Kennedy, Llewell, Bolin. 3640 Cruiser on the track. We got McAllister and Boker. Old guys saving some energy for the main event. They're just cruising around the track, working them legs, keeping them warm. They must have run out of icy hot at the finish line. Boker coming up to say hi. It's all McAllister right now. He wants the better lane pick in the main event. Boker nursing his age around corner number 3, working on back down that last straight. It's all McAllister right now. Do some tricks. No, he's got nothing. Boker bringing it on home with a little manual. He's going to cross second. 5 and under novice on the track. 4 riders left to make this main event. We got Rop, McGraw, Locken, and Prince. I can't read plates that far away. That's a 78 ride. So that's going to be Locken sitting on that top spot. We got the 699 ride of Rop sitting on that 2. The 740 ride of Prince sitting on the 3. The A bike of McGraw sitting on that 4. Our Weebles and Wobbles are stretched out around the track. They're on the 3rd straight, 4th straight, working their way on down. They still got to run a main event, so we better get them some ice cream and some sugar. But that's going to be Locken bringing it on down the line, holding on, crossing first. Rop crossing second. The 740 ride. Prince crossing third. The A ride of McGraw crossing fourth. 6-year-old novice out there now. I got Olson, McGowan, and Wygren. 191 of Wygren sitting on that top spot. We got the 921 of McGowan sitting on that 2 spot. Olson sitting on that 3. Taking him single file in and out of the full tilt turn, back down that last straight. It's all Wygren right now. He's looking to pick up that low score in round number 2. He's going to get it. McGowan evening up the score, crossing second. Olson and McGowan going into that main event tied. 7-year-old novice on the track right now. We got Barthill, Carlson, and Shore. Carlson sitting on that top spot right now, leading him in and out of that last corner. Barthill sitting on that 2 spot for Barthill Small Engine. We got Shore riding it out for Mom and Dad, sitting on that 3 as they bring it on back down that last straight to the stripe. Carlson locking in that skinny digit in round number 2. Barthill going to get that 2 spot. Shore going to get that 3. 9-year-old novice out there now. 2 riders left. We got Jensen and Wolverton. That's going to be Jensen sitting on that top spot right now. We got Wolverton sitting on that 2. Stretching them out, taking them single file back down that last straight. It's all Jensen in this one, leading them on home. Jensen going to cross first. Wolverton crossing second. 12-year-old novice out there. We got Carlson, Hazelton, and Schaefer. Schaefer leading them in and out of corner number 2. Carlson sitting on that 2 spot. Hazelton riding it out for Dad, sitting on that 3. As they take it in and out of that full tilt turn, back down that last straight. It's all level up in this one. Schaefer pumping his way into a skinny digit in round number 2. The 505 ride. Carlson airing it out for that 2 spot. Hazelton going to get that 3. 13-year-old novice out there. We got Lonsky, Olson, and Jessen. That's going to be Jessen for Bent Rim sitting on that top spot. We got Olson sitting on that 2. Lonsky for Mommy O and Daddy O sitting on that 3. Single file style back down that last straight. It's all Jessen right now. She's going to lock in that low score in round number 2. The 530 ride, Olson going to get that 2. Lonsky going to get that 3. 26-35 novice on the track. We got Foster and Bleasy riding it out, working things out. Bleasy for the Black Sheep sitting on that top spot right now. We got Foster sitting on that 2. Working his way down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all Bleasy right now. She's looking to get that better gate pick in round number 3. She's going to cross first. Foster bringing it on home, crossing second. 41-45 novice on the track now. We got Fast Graham some more. Copper Cowboy, Grott, and Berkey. Berkey leading the charge on down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn. Fast Gramps sitting on that 2 spot. Copper Cowboy sitting on that 3, so Berkey going to get that low score. Fast Gramps going to get that 2. Copper Cowboy, Grott going to get that 3. 6-year-old intermediate on the track. 3 riders left. We got Peterson, Freetag, and Mogensen. That's going to be Mogensen sitting on that top spot. We got Freetag sitting on that 2. The 26 ride, Little Miss Smiley, Emmy Peterson sitting on that 3. Taking them single file in and out of the full tilt turn, back down that last straight. It's all Mogensen right now. Freetag holding on to that 2. Peterson trying to make a run at it, but it's going to go Mogensen, Freetag, Peterson. Seven-year-old intermediate on the track. 3 riders left. We got McGowan, Rakuski, and Marika Farley. That's going to be Marika Farley for Fusion sitting on that top spot, leading them in and out of corner number 3. McGowan sitting on that 2 spot. Rakuski sitting on that 3 as they bring it on back down to the stripe. Marika crossing first. McGowan crossing second. Rakuski crossing third. 8-year-old intermediate out there now. 2 riders left. We got Mr. E, Acapina, and Shooty. That's going to be Mr. E for Dingman sitting on that top spot. Shooty sitting on that 2 spot as they take it in and out of that last corner, back down that last straight. Single file, Shooty trying to make a run at Mr. E as they bring it up across that table. Acapina crossing first, Shooty crossing second. 9-year-old intermediate on the track. We got Berger, Mackey, Freeman, and Barg. in and out of corner number 2. That's going to be Barg sitting on that top spot. Berger Mackey sitting on that 2. Freeman sitting on that 3 spot. As they round it out back down that last straight, Barg going to get to the stripe crossing first. Berger Mackey with a little style crossing second. Freeman bringing it on home crossing third. Moto number 25 on the track now, 12-year-old intermediate. We got Patno to Rakuski and the new nephew Fenzel in and out of corner number 3. That's the 149. That's going to be Rakuski sitting on that top spot, but he's got company. Patno not going to get there, so Rakuski crossing first. Patno followed up by Fenzel. 26-35 intermediate, back to total points. We got Saviola, McGraw, and Cachao Simmons. That's going to be Saviola sitting on that top spot. The Cachao sitting in a sandwich right now, trying to make a run at Saviola as they bring it up across the table. Saviola holding on for that low score. Cachao going to get that 2 spot. McGraw going to get that 3. Welcome to the girls club. 12-year-old young ladies. We got Lanigan, Bratzel, and Ray. Level up colors of Lanigan leading them in and out of corner number 2. Her teammate, Miss Ray, sitting on that 2 spot. The birthday girl, Bratzel, sitting on that 3. Taking them in and out of the full tilt turn. Back down that last straight. It's all Lanigan right now. She's going to pick up that low score in round number 2. Ray going to get that 2 spot. Bratzel bringing it on home for that 3. Mom must have left to get cupcakes. 13-year-old young ladies on the track now. We got Garski, Firecracker, Schweigert, and Little Red McCauley. That's going to be Little Red sitting on that top spot right now. We got Garski sitting on that 2. The Firecracker sitting on that 3 spot. Single file down to the stripe. Little Red with some style locking in that low score. Garski going to get that 2. Firecracker, Schweigert going to get that 3. 15-16 young ladies on the track. We got O.C. Ortiz, Shiner Bolin, and Chaotic Kendall Leland. That's going to be the National 32 ride. That's Chaotic Kendall sitting on that top spot, leading them on down that 3rd straight. We got Shiner Bolin for Black Widow and her teammate O.C. Ortiz on the 2 and 3. Stretching them out back down that last straight. It's all Elin. She's going to get that low score. Bolin coming across on that 2. Ortiz going to get that 3. 17-20 young ladies on the track. We got Kim Possible, Farley, Engberg, and the Hoff Colby. That's going to be the Hoff for FXR Dance Comp sitting on that top spot. We got Kim Possible sitting on that 2. Engberg for the Bandits sitting on that 3 spot. Single file back down that last straight. It's all the Hoff right now. She's going to get that low score. Kim Possible going to get that 2. Engberg rounding out year 3. 7-year-old expert out there now. I got Simon Simmons and McGraw. That's a 15 ride. That's going to be Simmons for Embrace Orthodontics. Black Sheep sitting on that top spot. We got McGraw sitting on that 2 spot. His teammate Simon sitting on that 3. Taking him in and out of the full tilt turn. Back down that last straight. It's all Simmons in this one. Simmons looking to pick up that low score. He's going to get it. McGraw bringing it on home for that 2 spot. Simon going to get that 3. 8-year-old expert out there. We got Biggie Chamberlain and McGraw left in this one. Both jockeying for that first gate pick. Out of the last couple, working their way back down that 3rd straight. Black Sheep colors sitting on that top spot. That's going to be Biggie Chamberlain. McGraw sitting on that 2, working their way back down that last straight. Biggie Chamberlain going to get to the line crossing first. McGraw going to cross second. 9-year-old expert, we got Mr. Ray Ray, Simon, and Bubba Farley. That's going to be the red bike of Mr. Ray Ray, followed up by Bubba Farley sitting on that 2 spot. Simon sitting on that 3. Working their way in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all level up in this one. Mr. Ray Ray bringing it on down to the stripe, crossing first. Bubba Farley airing it out, crossing second. Simon crossing third. 10-year-old expert out there, I got Albers, Rakuski, and Simmons. Simmons for Embrace Orthodontics and the Black Sheep leading them in and out of corner number 2. We got Crank Lab colors. Albers sitting on that 2 spot. Rakuski sitting on that 3. Stretching them out, single file in and out of that last corner. It's all Simmons right now. He's going to get that low score. Albers going to get that 2 spot. Rakuski going to get that 3. 14-year-old expert on the track now. 2 riders left. We got Llewell and the Dirt Devil Simonson Jr. That's Llewell sitting on that top spot. We got the Dirt Devil sitting on that 2. Taking him in and out of that full tilt turn. Back down that last straight. It's all Llewell riding it out for Edward Jones. He's going to cross first. The Dirt Devil bringing it on home, crossing second. 15-year-old expert out there, we got Jiggy Rant, Jewel, Pittman, and Schaefer. Jiggy Rant trying to get the inside. He's going to get around on corner number 2. Skidding tires as they go. Schaefer dropping back to that 2 spot. Pittman sitting on that 3. Every round counts for these riders as they go for the low points. Jewel going to cross first. The 5:18 ride of Schaefer crossing second. Pittman crossing third. 21-25 expert out there now. I got Bruninger, the papa of the birthday girl, Bratzel, and the Atomic Kennedy. That's going to be Atomic Kennedy sitting on that top spot. We got Bruninger sitting on that 2. Bratzel looking to make a move in corner number 3. Couldn't quite get there, so Kennedy crossing first. Bruninger crossing second. Bratzel crossing third. 51-55 expert, last rack around number 2. We got Pittman, Olberg, and McAllister actually putting the pedal to the metal in this one. McAllister going to lead him on down that second straight. We got Pittman holding on to that 2 spot. Olberg sitting on that 3 as they work it on back down that third straight, in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all bent rim in this one. McAllister going to lead him on back down that last straight. He's going to get that low score in round number 2. Pittman going to get that 2 spot. Olberg going to get that 3. So round number 2 in the books. I know we got a couple move-ups to do. We got some giveaways to do. I need 3 people to volunteer to give away tickets at the finish line, and we'll get rolling with that main event. Alrighty, we're going to start it out with our giveaways. Once again, I'm still looking for 3 volunteers to hand out tickets at the finish line. We can always use some help. And if you're one of my 2 move-ups, you should be down at the finish line waiting. Giveaways starting it out. Ice cream treat going out to Jaden Wygren. Jaden Wygren, come on down to the finish line. You're getting yourself an ice cream treat. Haley Colby, it looks like a 3-year-old wrote this. Haley Colby, you're getting a pop. Come on down to the finish line. I mean, I got bad handwriting, but come on. Caleb Olson, come on down to the finish line. You're getting yourself a slushie. All righty. Hold on. Come back. We got 2 move-ups going out, so let's take a look at the finish line. Locking in his 10 wins, moving on up to the intermediate ranks, Peyton Schutte. And moving on up to the girls' club, Little Miss Ray Ray, locking in her wins, moving up to the ranks of the girl expert. All right, you go over here. Right here. Jump. No, turn that way. All right, that way. All right, come on in. Move in a little bit. You got to advertise where you ride. All right, hold them up. Don't cover up your jersey. Be proud of them. Big smile. Look at. All right, look at Mom and Dad. Big smiles. You don't need to look at your dad. We don't care. All right, look at your dad. He's going to get mad. All right, one more big wave. Look at the camera at the finish line. Look at Chelsea, the ugly other gal in the scoring tower. Big wave to all your YouTube fans. One more big round of applause for Peyton and Miss Ray. Locking in their wins, moving on up the ranks. All right, back to my giveaways. Jaden Wygren, if you don't come on down to the finish line, I'm eating your ice cream. Jaden Wygren, come on down to the finish line. You got an ice cream treat? Alrighty, I got 2 volunteers to hand out tickets so far. I still need 1 more. Kendall Elin, I need you at the finish line. Kendall Elin, come down to the finish line. We need to have a quick chat. I still need 1 more volunteer to hand out tickets. 1 more volunteer. tonight, Little Miss Chaotic Kendall Elin had the most points earned at Rum River BMX in class in 2024. Can you read that number? 8,424 points earned last year at Rum River Hold it up. Be proud of it. Come on. Right here. I'll help you. Hold it up. There you go. Look at Dad. Hold it up. I will help you hold it up again. Look at Dad and hold it up. There we go.
He takes 50 photos.
All righty. Big wave for all your YouTube fans. One more big round of applause. Most points earned in 2024. I think I got 5.
I didn't know if Bob called me down.
All righty. I got all my ticket holders. Fans, main event time, kicking it off with our 7-8 mixed open. Gate comes down on this one. We got Nonobu Elvin, Cordell, Peterson, free tag, Olson ripping them on down that first straight. They're side by side, heading in and out. Now they're starting to sort it out coming out of that first corner. Working them on down that second straight. That's going to be the 243 ride. That's Nonobu Elvin sitting on that top spot. He's got Cordell right on his hip pocket. The 50 ride of Peterson sitting on that 3 as they take it single file back down that third straight, in and out of the full tilt turn. It's all Elvin right now. Elvin looking to get to the top of the podium to the day. He's going to get it. Cordell coming across on that 2 spot. Peterson gonna get that 3. 9-10 mix open on the track. We got Miss Ray, Barg, Berger, Mack, Elonsky, and Carlson. That's going to be Miss Ray. We just did her move up at intermission, rounding out corner number 2 on that top spot. We got the State 5 of Barg sitting on that 2. Berger, Mackey for Fusion sitting on that 3 spot. Taking them single file style in and out of the full tilt turn back down that last straight. It's all Miss Ray in this one. She's going to get to the top of the podium today. Barg going to get that 2 spot. Berger, Mackey rounding out your podium on that 3. 11-12 mix open on the track. I got Garski, Firecracker, Schweigert, Lanigan, Barron, and Bratzel. Garski leading them in and out of corner number 2. We got the Firecracker sitting on that 2 spot. Barron for Prodigy sitting on that 3. Taking them single file in and out of that last corner. The Firecracker trying to reel in Garski as they bring it on home back down that last straight. It's going to go Garski, Schweigert, Barron. Moto number 7 on the track. We got the 7-8 open. It's a 3-5-5 total points race. So we got Slingshot Stopka sitting on 3 points. Simmons and El Papi Ortiz sitting on 5. Bringing them on back down that last straight. El Papi Ortiz sitting on that top spot right now. He's going to cross first. Stopka crosses in second with the overall 1. So Ortiz crossing first with the overall 2. Stopka crossing second with the overall 1. Simmons crossing third with the overall 3. 9-10 open on the track. Papa the birthday boy, Bratzel, Simmons, Peterson, and Easy E Escalona. That's going to be Simmons sitting on that top spot. Easy E sitting on that 2 back down to the stripe. It's going to go Simmons, Escalona, Bratzel. 3640 Young Lady Cruiser on the track. We got Kim Possible, Farley, Engberg, Bleesy, Miller, and Mings. That's the factory Carbone Cartel colors of Kim Possible sitting on that top spot. We got the Bandit colors of Engberg sitting on that 2. Black Sheep colors of Bleesy sitting on that 3 spot. Her teammate trying to find her way into a podium as they rip it on back down that last straight. It's going to go Kim Possible on top of the podium today. Engberg sitting on that 2. Bleesy getting on home to round out your podium on that 3. Moto number 11, back to the Moto Roulette, 1720 Cruiser on the track. This is a 246 total points race. We got the Atomic Kennedy sitting on that top spot. He's got 2 points. Llewell sitting on that 2 spot on 4. Bolin on 6 points, sitting on that 3. Rounding out that last corner, single file back down that last straight. Kennedy going to air it out with some pedals. He's going to get the 1 in the overall 1. Llewell going to get the 2 in the overall 2. And Bolin going to get that overall 3. 3640 Cruiser on the track. We got Ridgeline, Simon, Bleesy, McAllister, and Bolker. That's the Ridgeline ripping around corner number 2 on that top spot. We got McAllister for Bent Rim sitting on that 2. Bleesy sitting on that 3. Bolker in the mix somewhere sitting on that 4 spot. Back down to the stripe they come. The Ridgeline going to get to the top of the podium. I'm going to the line for 2 and 3. That was way too close for me. 409, Bleesy getting by McAllister at the line. So Bleesy getting the 2. McAllister going to get that 3. Rolling on back up to moto number 10 on the track. We got Peterson, Easy, Escalona, Mr. Ray, Biggie, Chamberlain, Engberg in the smoke. Bleesy rounding out corner number 3. That's going to be Peterson sitting on that top spot. Easy sitting on that 2. Mr. Ray sitting on that 3. And that's how it's going to go down. Peterson, Escalona, Mr. Ray. 5 and under novice, full rack of our Weebles and Wobbles tonight. We got Simmons, Engberg, Trejo, Escalona, Locken, Ropp, Prince, and McGraw. If that ain't a mouthful, I don't know what is. Heading in and out of corner number 1, that's going to be Simmons sitting on that top spot. Looks like Engberg battling it out with Escalona on that 2 and 3. Engberg working her way up, holding on to that 2. Escalona backing down to that 3 spot right now, taking them single file back down that 3rd straight, in and out of the full tilt turn. Escalona trying to get the inside on Engberg as they work their way back down that last straight. It's all Simmons right now. Simmons leading the charge, wire to wire, holding on to it. She's going to get to the top of the podium today. Engberg holding on for that 2. Escalona gonna round out your podium on that 3. 6-year-old novice on the track now. This is a 2.55 total points race. I got Wygren, McGowan, and Olson. Wygren sitting on 2 points. McGowan and Olson tied at 5 points apiece. So how they cross is how they're going to get to the podium today. I need Odin Peterson and a parent down to the finish line, please. 6-year-old novice down to the stripe. They go. Wygren going to get the 1 in the overall 1. McGowan holding on for that 2 in the overall 2. Olson going to get your overall 3. Once again, I need a parent representative and Odin Peterson down to the finish line. Losing a rider on that first straight. You guys can do better than that. No one wants to finish the day in the dirt. Down rider, back up. 7-year-old novice out there now. I got Bartheld, Carlson, and Shore. 246 total points race. That's going to be the 167. Bartheld crossing first with the overall 2. Maybe. The 341 ride. Shore crossing second. Hang on, I got to do math. It's hard. So Carlson back up on the wheels, finish it on the tires. This is why girls are tougher than boys. So Bartheld cross first with the overall 1. Carlson's going to cross third with the overall 2, and Shore's crossing second with the overall 3. Did you catch all that? I did my math right for once? Good. See? Sometimes toes count. 9-year-old novice on the track now. We got Lonsky, Patno, Jensen, and Wolverton. This is qualifying racing, so what you see is what you get. The 544 ride sitting on that top spot right now. That's Lonsky. Patnode sitting on that 2. Jensen sitting on that 3. Wolverton trying to get up into the mix, trying to find a way to a podium spot as they rip it in and out of the full tilt turn, back down that last straight. It's all Lonsky right now for Mommy-O and Daddy-O. Going to get to the top of the podium today. The 36 ride of Patnode going to get the 2. The 272 ride of Jensen rounding out your podium on that 3. 12-year-old novice on the track now, model number 17. We got Carlson, Hazelton, and Schaefer. Schaefer sitting on 2 perfect laps right now, sitting on that top spot. We got the 505 ride of Carlson sitting on that 2 spot. So Schaefer crossing first with the overall 1. Carlson crossing second with the overall 2. Hazelton bringing it on home for that overall 3. 13-year-old novice out there, another 246 total points race. Jessen sitting on 2. Olson sitting on 4. Lonsky sitting on 6. Ripping them in and out of that full tilt turn. It's all bent rim in this one. Jessen working to finish out her perfect day of laps. She's going to cross first with the overall 1. The 530 ride, Olson crossing second with the overall 2. And Lonsky crossing with that overall 3. 26-35 novice next to the sketchiest class in BMX, showing up by Wolverton as they head in and out of corner number 2. Austin sitting on that top spot. Wolverton just trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Austin crossing first. Wolverton and Bleasy battling out for the 2 and 3 as they come on down to the stripe. Wolverton holding on, going to get that 2. I think he might need some ice after that little spill in corner number 2. Bleasy rounding out your podium on that 3. 41-45 novice out there now, another 246 total points race. Berkey sitting on 2 points, leading him on down that last straight. Fast Gramps on that 2 spot, so Berkey going to get the top of the podium today. Fast Gramps getting the overall 2. Grot going to get your overall 3. 6-year-old intermediate on the track, got Casey Ray Mings, Bug Mings, Mogensen, Freetag, and Peterson. That's the NAG 11 ride. That's going to be Casey Ray sitting on that top spot. We got Bug Mings sitting on that 2 spot. That's going to be Mogensen sitting on that 3, rounding out that full tilt turn, back down that last straight. It's all factory rip colors in this one. Casey Ray going to lead him on down to the stripe. She's going to get the 1 in the over. Oh, it's qualifying, so the 1. Buckming's going to get that 2. Mogensen rounding out your podium on that 3. 7-year-old intermediate on the track, back to qualifying racing once again. We got Altenwig, Peterson, Marika Farley, McGowan, and Herkusky. That's going to be Altenwig, the 155 ride, riding it out for Dingman, sitting on that top spot, leading him on down that last straight. We got Peterson sitting on that 2 spot, Marika on that 3, so it's going to go Altenwig at the top. Peterson sitting on that 2, and Marika rounding out your podium on that 3. 8-year-old intermediate on the track. We got Nono Buelvin, Cordell, Mystery Acapina, and Shooty. Just did this move up today. Rounding out corner number 3, working them down that last straight. That's going to be Nonobu Elvin. He's going to get the top of the podium today. Cordell going to get that 2 spot, the 496 ride. Mr. E rounding out your podium on that 3. 9-year-old intermediate out there now, another 246 total points race. We got Barg sitting on 2 points, Burger Mackey sitting on 4, and Freeman sitting on 6. That's going to be Burger Mackey sitting on that top spot. We got Barg sitting on that 2. That's going to be Freeman sitting on that 3 spot. Back down to the stripe they come. Burger Mackey crossing first with the overall 2. Barg crossing second with the overall 1. Freeman crossing with that overall 3. 12-year-old intermediate on the track. We got the Ghost Rider Cologne, Barron, Twiz, Tarnaski, Rakuski, Patno, and the new nephew Fenzel. That's going to be the Ghost Rider sitting on that top spot, leading down that last straight. Barron sitting on that 2, so it's going to go Cologne. The 149 ride, Rakuski coming by at the line. Barron choosing the air, lost a little speed. He's going to get that 3. 26:35 intermediate. Sometimes the ground is faster. We got Saviola, McGraw, and Kachow Simmons. That's going to be Saviola sitting on that top spot, leading him down that last straight. His teammate McGraw sitting on that 2. Saviola crossing first with the overall 1. McGraw crossing second with the overall 3. Simmons crossing third with the overall 2. Last time, welcome to the Girls Club. 12-year-old young ladies main event time. We got Lanigan, Brotzel, and Ray. Brotzel taking it easy on her birthday. She's sitting on 6 points on that 3 spot. Lanigan sitting on that top spot with 2 points. Miss Ray sitting on that 2 with 4. So it's going to go Lanigan getting the top of the podium. Miss Ray getting the overall 2. The birthday girl bringing it home. Give her one more big round of applause on her big birthday. Get her to turn red. She's rounding out your podium on that overall 3. 13-year-old young ladies on the track. We got Little Red sitting on 2 points. Garski sitting on 4. The Firecracker sitting on 6. That's the order. They're bringing it home. It's good. Hey, there you go. She got her win. Little Red is getting to the top of the podium today. Remember in my comments from like 2 weeks ago? Garski crossing second on that overall 2. And Schweiger going to get your overall 3. 15-16 young ladies, we got Chaotic Kendall Leland, O.C. Ortiz, and Shiner Bolin. Chaotic Kendall got 2 aces in her pocket. She's going to get that third one for the top of the podium right now. Bolin going to get that overall 2. Her teammate, O.C. Ortiz, is going to get that overall 3. 17-20 young ladies. She's been saving that up, Mom. That whole thing across the finish line. We got Farley, Engberg, and the Hoff Colby. The Hoff with 2 aces leading them in and out of corner number 3. We got Kim Possible sitting on that 2 spot. Engberg sitting on that 3. So the Hoff going to get the 1 in the overall 1. Kim Possible getting the overall 2. Engberg rounding out your podium on that overall 3. 7-year-old expert on the track now, another 246 total points race. We got Simmons on that top spot with 2 points. McGraw almost losing it. He hit the pipe. He's hurting after that one, running into his teammate. See if he can finish out the race on the pedals. Mom and Dad, he might need some ice after that one. Rounding it out of that last corner, Simmons going to get the top of the podium. Simon bringing it on home. Gonna get the 2, but the overall 3. Simmons McGraw gonna get the 3, but the overall 2. 8-year-old expert, we got El Papi Ortiz, Slingshot Stopka. That hurt me up here. Biggie Chamberlain and McGraw. That's a 3 ride. That's gonna be El Papi Ortiz getting the 1. The Chrome Dome of Slingshot getting that 2. The 33 ride, Biggie Chamberlain rounding out your 3. 9-year-old expert coming in and out of corner number 2. We got Peterson, Easy, Escalona, Engberg, Mr. Ray, Bubba Farley, and Simon. That's going to be Peterson airing it out. Easy E trying to get under him. He can cut that corner like a Christmas ham. He says, stick a fork in him. I want the 1. Escalona going to get the top of the podium. Peterson going to get the 2. The 11 ride of Engberg going to get that 3. 10-year-old expert on the track. Now we got Albers, Rakowski, and Simmons. Another 246 total points race. That's going to be Simmons sitting on that top spot with 2 points. We got Albers sitting on 4 points on that 2. Rakowski sitting on that 3, bringing him on back down to the stripe. Simmons going to get to the top of the podium. Albers going to get the overall 2. Rakowski going to get that overall 3. 14-year-old expert, we got Bowman, Swanson, Llewell, and the Dirt Devil Simonson Jr. That's going to be Bowman leading him in and out of corner number 3. Swanson sitting on that 2 spot. Llewell sitting on that 3, bringing him on back down to the stripe. It's going to go Bowman, Swanson, and Llewell. 15-year-old expert. This is a 2.55 total points race. We got Jiggy Rant Jewel sitting on 2 points. Pittman and Schaefer tied at 5 points apiece. So how they cross is how they're going to finish. Jewel sitting on that top spot right now. Pittman holding on to that 2 right now. Schaefer for Dingman sitting on that 3. Back down to the stripe they come. It's going to go Jewel with the 1 in the overall 1. Pittman with the overall 2. Schaefer with style getting that overall 3. 21-25 expert out there now. Another 2.46 total points race. I got the Atomic Kennedy sitting on 2. Bruninger sitting on 4. Bratzel sitting on 6. In and out of corner number 3 they come. The Atomic Kennedy going to lead the charge back down that last straight. Finish out his perfect day with the top of the podium. Bruninger getting the overall 2. Bratzel rounding out with the overall 3. 51-55 expert. Last rack of a Thursday night race before our big I-94 state qualifier going down this weekend. We got Pittman, Oberg, and McAllister. Another 2.46 total points race. McAllister sitting on 2 points in the middle of the pack right now. Pittman 4 points on the top spot, and we got Oberg sitting on 6. Back down to the stripe they come. Pittman going to get to the stripe first with the overall 2. McAllister crossing second with the overall 1. And Oberg rounding out your podium on that overall 3. That's going to do it for a Thursday night race night. Don't forget, I-94 state qualifier going down this weekend up north. Hope to see you there. Otherwise, practice going on again on Monday night. Please take a look around your area. Pick up any trash you may have dropped or your kids may have dropped. We are 100% run by volunteers. We like to go home at a decent time, too. Have a great night and drive safe.